But there's one more. I totally overlooked this one. And honestly, I got to tell you, I'm going to be doing this for weeks. I am scouring this house for every little thing that needs to be purged. I am having another big garage sale, but I also don't want to sell things that came into my life with negative and ugly energies attached to it. So I would rather this stuff all go back to where it came from than to put it out in a garage sale and use any of that money towards my continued quest for conquering and curing my cancer. But I did come across this little gem, which made me remember something else. So, this is a little Kentucky Derby coulis. Okay, I don't use coulis. I received this after the Kentucky Derby event. It was another thing that I couldn't even sell last garage sale for 10 cents. Purge pile. But the reason that one is pretty crucial to get out of my presence, out of my sight, out of my life is that when I was getting this award that really, really, I have to say, kind of stands out in my memory as like one of the hallmarks of my life, one of the most flattering and emotional times for me, because I had the chance to stand up in front of 500 people and deliver a message that I hoped would make people feel an emotion and make them look around and find people who they know who are suffering and fighting, whether it's cancer or not, to just be human with them. And to not just always give the rah-rah, but, to actually have those hard conversations. Through all of this, until recently, even David, even my husband, had never really just sat with me and cried. And one thing I would have thought a friend would do for me would be just let me cry. Just cry together. And, my palliative care doctor actually said something kind of profound. He said that everybody wants to cheer you on. Everybody wants you to survive. Everybody wants you to get through this. And that's why they're doing all the rah-rah. That's why they keep saying, you're going to do it, you're going to do it. He said, but in a weird, twisted sort of way, that's a lot of pressure. I mean, that's a lot of pressure for you as a patient. Because then you feel like you don't want to let them down. Of course, you don't want to lose your life. But more importantly, you don't want to let them down. And I know I've digressed, which I always do when I start to talk, and chemo brain allows me to do that quite often. But going back to this event and this little Kentucky Derby, a friend let me down. She was late. We were going to get ready together. That didn't work. But I'm always the one who is late, if you remember. And we'd had a conversation before about how crucial and important it was to kind of keep our bearings. And, there was going to be free booze, and we all needed to kind of like just, be up and positive and recognize that we were surrounded with very important people, and that it was important, more so, to just make a good stand for ourselves. And I got to tell you, not but 20 minutes into it, this friend who gave me that little coolie comes up to me and is like, who's your friend who has the great pot? Oh my God, we smoked some great pot. And I was just floored. I mean, I just was like, you've got to be kidding me. And even to this day, that person can't say, you know what, you're right, I fucked up. In fact, she's like, what? Doug Lee wasn't there. I wasn't doing it with Doug Lee. And I'm like, well, no, I never said it was Doug Lee. it was somebody else with a similar name. So think about it. But going back to this little Kentucky Derby thing, and there are a lot of these little things, and as I continue to open boxes from this move, I swear to God, I'm going to find more of them, and they're just going to bring back those memories of just how this person let me down. So I'm going to just continue. Like I said, this is one big box, but I guarantee you, as more boxes are unpacked, and I'm going to find all of the clothes, all of the shoes, all of the purses, all of the things that kept being dumped on me and just furthering and creating more of the clutter that I was just trying to get rid of. It's going to feel good. And that purging, again, is not only physical, it's mental and it's spiritual. And I've purged our old house. I've purged all of the bad feelings that it had, all of the things about it that didn't work. And this is time for a fresh start. And what is cool about moving, as difficult as it is and hard work as it is, with every box I open, it's going to kind of be like Christmas. I'm finding things that we hadn't even unpacked from David's house. But it's also going to be Christmas with all those gifts that we were like, oh, rolling your eyes, like, this person doesn't even know me. This person doesn't even think about what they're giving me and what I'm supposed to do with it after the fact. So those are going to be more things that I purge. And again, because I always like to wrap a message into it, I do kind of challenge each of you. The next time you are visiting a friend or giving a gift or attending a wedding or a birthday or a celebration where you are doing something that is gift-giving, really think about it. Really think about not what's cheap and what fits into your budget. Think about, what does this person really need? What is that gem? Whether it costs $1,000 or $1, whether it's something you make or something you find, make sure it's on target. Make sure it is something that they will get a kick out of. And it's not hard. Just listen to the things they talk about. Observe what's already around them. And if they have 9,000 of them, probably don't buy one more unless they expressly say, I need that one to complete my collection. But otherwise, just put some thought into it. Give gifts that really, really have meaning. Love you all. Bye again.